Can you handle the heat of this Cold War quiz? Let's start with some easy questions. What physical barrier divided Berlin from 1961 to 1989? A. The Iron Curtain. B. The Berlin Wall. C. The Great Divide. D. The Warsaw Barrier. The correct answer is B. The Berlin Wall. Which two superpowers were the primary adversaries during the Cold War? A. USA and China. B. UK and Germany. C. France and Soviet Union. D. USA and Soviet Union. The correct answer is D. USA and Soviet Union. What was the nickname of the nuclear standoff in 1962 involving Soviet missiles in the Caribbean? A. The Bay of Pigs. B. The Cuban Missile Crisis. C. The Caribbean Conflict. D. The Havana Crisis. The correct answer is B. The Cuban Missile Crisis. Who was the leader of the Soviet Union during its dissolution in 1991? A. Mikhail Gorbachev. B. Nikita Khrushchev. C. Leonid Brezhnev. D. Boris Yeltsin. The correct answer is A. Mikhail Gorbachev. What acronym represents the Mutual Defense Treaty signed by Western allies in 1949? A. SEATO. B. Warsaw Pact. C. NATO. D. UN. The correct answer is C. NATO. Which proxy war fought in the 1960s and 70s saw heavy U.S. involvement to stop the spread of communism in Southeast Asia? A. Korean War. B. Malayan Emergency. C. Cambodian Civil War. D. Vietnam War. The correct answer is D. Vietnam War. Time for medium difficulty questions. What was the name of the first artificial satellite launched into orbit by the Soviet Union in 1957? A. Vostok 1. B. Soyuz 1. C. Sputnik 1. D. Explorer 1. The correct answer is C. Sputnik 1. Which U.S. senator spearheaded the anti-communist Red Scare witch hunts in the early 1950s? A. Richard Nixon. B. J. Edgar Hoover. C. Joseph McCarthy. D. John Foster Dulles. The correct answer is C. Joseph McCarthy. What was the name of the failed 1961 CIA-backed invasion of Cuba by Cuban exiles? A. Bay of Pigs invasion. B. Operation Mongoose. C. Gulf of Tonkin incident. D. Operation Condor. The correct answer is A. Bay of Pigs invasion. In 1960, a US U-2 spy plane was shot down over Soviet territory. Who was the pilot? A. Chuck Yeager. B. Rudolph Abel. C. Alan Shepard. D. Francis Gary Powers. The correct answer is D. Francis Gary Powers. What was the name of the East German secret police agency known for its extensive surveillance network? A. KGB. B. Securitate. C. Stasi. D. Gestapo. The correct answer is C. Stasi. Which doctrine, announced in 1947, pledged U.S. support to free peoples resisting subjugation by armed minorities or outside pressures? A. Truman Doctrine. B. Marshall Plan. C. Monroe Doctrine. D. D. Eisenhower Doctrine. The correct answer is A. Truman Doctrine. Now for the hard questions. Think carefully. In 1983, a Soviet military officer single-handedly prevented a potential nuclear war by correctly identifying a satellite alarm as a false alarm. What was his name? A. Vasily Arkhipov. B. Valery Sablin. C. Stanislav Petrov. D. Oleg Penkovsky. The correct answer is C. Stanislav Petrov. Which 1975 joint space mission marked the first symbolic handshake in space between American astronauts and Soviet cosmonauts? A. Gemini Vostok. B. Skylove Salyut. C. Shuttle Mir. D. Apollo Soyuz. The correct answer is D. Apollo Soyuz. The term Iron Curtain was popularized by Winston Churchill, but in which U.S. city or college did he deliver this famous 1946 speech? A. Fulton, Missouri. B. Boston, Massachusetts. C. Chicago, Illinois. D. Washington, D.C. The correct answer is A. Fulton, Missouri. What was the codename of the massive NATO military exercise in 1983 that almost triggered a real Soviet nuclear strike due to its realism? A. Operation Inadir. B. Able Archer 83. C. Ryan 83. D. Reforger 83. The correct answer is B. Able Archer 83. Extreme difficulty. Only true experts will know these. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, which Soviet submarine officer refused to authorize the launch of a nuclear torpedo, despite his captain's orders? A. Vasily Arkhipov. B. Stanislav Petrov. C. Valery Sablin. D. Vitaly Shlikov. The correct answer is A. Vasily Arkhipov. Which high-ranking Soviet GRU colonel, arrested in 1962, is considered one of the most valuable Western spies of the Cold War for providing crucial intel on Soviet missile capabilities? A. Kim Philby. B. Adolf Tokachev. C. Oleg Penkovsky. D. Dmitry Polyakov. The correct answer is C. Oleg Penkovsky.